The regular season has reached its halfway point.
Full cast of Falcons soaring in the upper air of Mercedes-Benz Stadium. One does take to the skies before kickoff. That's the mascot, Freddy the Falcon. And down at ground level, it is a cauldron of Falcons also taking flight out of the tunnel and onto the field here in Atlanta. Return coming from the 6. Good work so far. He's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on their first play. And his first offering of the game winds up incomplete. Looking for Ricky White III with that one. So 2nd down coming up. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And the stop is made just before he's able to reach that midfield strike. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And the Bucs have the first. They go right back to Etienne. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. We get a look at his rushing numbers from last week here. What he was able to do in support of that win. Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Shotgun snap here to Howard. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. A pickup of 17. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down. Out of the gun, Howard. Completes another one to Thomas. And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted them. They wanted them in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's Etienne on 1st down. Running there full steam ahead, but he ran out of steam pretty quickly. No gain on that one.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door. Bigger get.
Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers finish up an excellent opening series. On his Chase McLaughlin for the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers will jump out to a 7-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25. So here are the Falcons out on offense for their first drive. And leading them out is a master at overcoming adversity before and after being drafted 8th overall in 2024. Out of your alma mater, Washington, it's Michael Penix Jr.
And you wonder, as he's about to take his first snap today, yeah, he took care of the football last week, Kate. That was great. No interceptions. But just the one touchdown. I'm curious if he cranks up that aggressive knob today.
That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. Only one play in, Brock, and this drive already at midfield. They're going play fake with Penix. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 19 at the 40-yard line.
Penix working from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Jamel Dean makes the play. And the Buccaneers are going to have it after his second interception of the season. Already in an early hole on the scoreboard. That is not what they needed in response, Brock. Give it away possession with the pick.
You know, we got a lot of game left, obviously. Nowhere close to them putting it away. But you can see things starting to unravel a little bit, even after just 2 possessions. A touchdown here could really continue that momentum towards an early runaway.
Wow, the start he is on. This is going to be a heck of a performance if he and his quarterback can keep this pace up today, Brock.
And by starting so strong, he's going to benefit all of his fellow receivers. This defense is going to have to start dictating coverage to him, and it's going to open up his boys.
He dodged the tackle. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. That one gains 7. And the Bucs have the first.
First down. A gain of 7. First down.
Again for the first time to Rachaad White. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Complete to Brian Thomas Jr.
Working inside the red zone. Escapes the pocket. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Xavier Watts picked it. Well, they were thinking at least a field goal on the drive if they couldn't reach the end zone, right? But the interception keeps them from even getting 3 out of this possession.
You really hope at the end of this game you don't look back and go, shoulda, woulda, coulda. If we could have gotten some points out of that drive early, we wouldn't be in the situation we are in now.
And this defense bringing the hammer down, driving him backwards through the 9. That's a nice quick correction for this front, Brock. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Now trying to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. They're going the wrong direction. He's going to be sent backwards to their own 3.
Hey, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
The first carry here for the rookie from the U. And somebody finally able to force him out there. So even with that quality gain, it will still wind up being 4th down. 4th down. Here comes Kai Kroger to punt. Coming off a busy week, 5 punts in the loss, and he sends this one away. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And now it's second down. From the gun, a run for White. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Jalen Walker firing over to take him down.
It's a gain of a yard.
Howard throwing on third down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. Fourth down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. They hit for 16 yards on fourth down and a drive. A lot of us thought it stalled out. He's going to carry on. First and 10. It's a give to White. And he nearly gets them into the red zone as he's down at the 22. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. Here's White again. And he will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
20 more yards. There's another Buccaneers.
White finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take a 13-0 lead. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Buccaneers drive out to an early 14-0 lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Ready up! Offense showing trips out right as they get set for this first and 10. Here's Penix. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. That brings up second down.
It's now second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Penix here from the gun. Caught, nice gain left side. And he's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons, first down.
So that's one quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. The Buccaneers leading so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with first and 10. Pressure coming and they take him down. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
And look at that. All that effort and success from the previous play, it is gone. Credit to this defense who snapped and cleared. That's part of this game. You got to snap and clear. Give up a big play, come back and make a big one for yourself. And they do get home on that side.
And he's halts in after about a 6-yard pickup. Stop made at the 36.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Penix facing a third and long. Completed to his running back. And he's taken down, but not before he has this all the way to the opposing 40. What a play on 3rd and 13, and this drive will indeed continue.
Falcons, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Here's Robinson up the middle. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. Byron Murphy there to make the play.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Escapes the defender, and he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Carter up the middle. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On second down, Robinson. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
Robinson crosses the goal line. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a one-score game in the first half. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. Boswell gets that point after the go. And the Falcons chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Falcons 7.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He fields it from the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Buccaneers and Brian Thomas Jr. readying for another drive on offense. And unless the coverage adjusts to slow him down, Brock, he's going to be busy and a productive target for them throughout the rest of this contest. Finds him over the middle. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he can reach that 40. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Going to the ground again on first. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that will be a Tampa Bay first down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
First and 10. Here's Howard. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Short pass brought in. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. He's now up to 7 catches in this first half. Quite the pace that he set for himself. Let's see if he can keep this up and just how many catches he can haul in before this one's over. Exactly 2 minutes to play in half number 1. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. To the line and set. Here we go, first down. Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. This one's caught. And he will wind up out of bounds after a first down gain of right around 3 yards.
A whole bunch of credit goes to just about everybody on that offense. Guys up front, they didn't give the QB enough time to let that play develop. Excellent effort by that receiver to stay alive and for the quarterback to scan the field and find his completion.
He's got it. And that is a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers grow their lead just before halftime. Brian Thomas Jr., the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
That one splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers double their lead to 14. Here's Evans set to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Shoots away from one. And he's brought down just inside the 25. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. They got the job done there last time out. Still trailing by a lot, though, so they're going to need a repeat of that touchdown here. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. Now the Falcons trying to get everyone up and set here.
Brings up second and 5.
From the shotgun, Penix. And they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 1. It's now 3rd and 5.
Penix on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to run for it. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. And they can take a moment to try to build more momentum after getting that first.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Play action. Here's Penix. Finds him on the crossing route. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To the air with Penix. Pressure's there, and the Bucs got him. Timeout called by Atlanta. That's going to be at 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Defense gunning for a stop here. It's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw left side is caught by Pitts. And he'll get it up to the 44. The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he wants to hit his 2nd effort just as well as he hit his 1st. And that return's going to leave him enough time to squeeze in 2 plays here if they want before the half.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 5-yard line.
This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half.
Here we go, shot.
They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Good hit on the ground here. That's going to be a 9-yard pickup as it's 2nd down.
He was brought down by Caden Ellis. It's a gain of 9. Brings up
They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's brought down. They're spotting this one right at the 20. So a 2-score game here at the break. So, well, I hope everybody was lightning quick, ready to grab a refill or a bite to eat, because no halftime report this week. Everyone's set to get the 3rd quarter underway. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Fielded at the 7. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Out comes the Atlanta offense for the debut possession of the 2nd half. That passing game they went to in the 1st half, it's going to need to be firing to start this 2nd half, too, as they chase this lead. 1st and 10, around to Robinson. Powering his way forward a bit. Give him about 6 there to begin this drive.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, a nice little run to set the table.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Fires right away, but incomplete.
Rex, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Their punter making his way out now. Kai Kroger is going to kick this one away. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 32. Howard looking to throw. Headed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When he saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Hey, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
And he takes it ahead for a healthy 7 yards. It's 3rd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
ETN on 3rd down. And they're all the way across midfield before he's brought down. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. ETN again. No repeat success of that last run as he only is able to get back to the line on this play.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, that came at the perfect time.
And he goes down a little short of the 40. If only every game could go like this for him, right? He's been fed targets, and it seems like he's not just been able to bring them in, but he's been making good things happen every time he gets that football.
I'm having Marvin Harrison flashbacks right now, Kate. Being on the sidelines, watching that guy work, and in games like...
And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers push their lead further to start the half. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure has taken advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His second touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Buccaneers stretch their lead to 21. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Here's a return from the 7. Making some progress here. And the work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over in midfield. Now here come the Falcons on offense. They're down 21 now after that last score and in need of a comeback as we work through this game.
Here we go, set.
Throwing now on first down. Penix. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That was Zay Flowers, the intended receiver. And we'll see what they do here on second down.
Ready? Cougar 19.
From the gun, it's Robinson. And this great effort winds up getting him well into enemy territory before he's brought down. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Falcon first down. So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Penix now on first down. Hits him on the out route. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. Coming to the line, this is first and 10.
Falcons first down.
Penix now. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And that is 5 sacks for this defense in this game as their latest brings up second down.
31-yard line.
Penix. He's running with it.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well, like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
Third down, it's Penix. He's trying to lay this one in deep down the right side. Intercepted, but oh, wait. Officials say that he wasn't in bounds. The offense can let out a little sigh of relief.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
Boswell able to knock it through. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
It depends on the kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. First call here coming from the shotgun. Out of the gun, Howard. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Bucs have the first. Big shot to begin the drive has him up beyond the 40. On first down, Howard. Throwing the out route complete. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Shotgun snap here to Howard. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Looking for his back, Travis Etienne there. So it's second down coming up.
At the 40-yard line.
Throwing again here, Howard. He's got Emeka Egbuka. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
From the red zone on first. Flushed out of the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory, but that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
So after the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and goal. And he's going to have the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers can make it a 4-score game as they lead by 24. McLaughlin attack on the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Buccaneers continue piling on to this lead.
Falcons 10.
Here's Evans set to kick this away. Starting from the 5. This makes it up to the 25. The Falcons and running back Bijan Robinson getting set to begin another drive. This has become must-score territory now every time out as they trail by a full 4 possessions in this second half. Here's Robinson to start the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Headed in reverse so far. Time to shift into drive. Here's 2nd and 14.
Set up. 19.
Penix working from the gun. And the Buccaneers are going to get home as they drop him. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down. Third and long for him here. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. So the heave knocked away from the intended target. That brings up 4th down. Looked like we had an injury on that play and some worried faces out there. Yeah, it's quarterback Michael Penix Jr. who's in need of the attention. Medical staff out to take a look. The return begins on their side of midfield. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. To the air, Howard. Got him in, it's Thomas. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They've got 1st down here from the 36. Throwing here, Howard. Makes the catch, but does not do it in bounds. It looks like he came down on that sideline. 2nd down coming up.
Xavier Watts on the coverage.
Throwing now, Howard. Has him on the quick hitter. And this play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They get an even 10 on that play. And that will be a Tampa Bay 1st down.
1st down, Tampa Bay.
Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And that is exactly what they were after, Brock. A good 8-yard run there on 1st down. Call it 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
Out of the gun, White. And he's going to haul it in for the Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers stretch their lead on the final play of the 3rd. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. And he has made this a habit this season. That's his 10th rushing touchdown so far. McLaughlin's extra point is up and good. And the Buccaneers grow their lead yet again. Thankfully, only 1 quarter to play now. We've reached the end of 3 in this lopsided affair. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff. Fields this one at the 3. And this drive will start inside the 25. Here's the Falcon offense headed out. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead.
Let's go.
Now an inside give to Carter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run. Pass run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down. Working from the pistol. Howell. On him quick, and they bring him down. And that pushes him back. Third down coming up. Here's the backup. First throw. Past the line, he's going to run for it.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Down big, they're going to exhaust all options, it appears. The offense lining up to go for this. Desperation time here. Look at that power, deep left side. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs. The Buccaneers and Brian Thomas Jr. ready for another drive on offense. He's got a touchdown in this game, as we see now where that helps land him among the NFL's leaders in that category. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the gun, a run for White. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Operating from the gun. Here's Howard. Forced out to his right. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up. Throw here. Third down. Short pass brought in. And he's going to take this to the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. The Buccaneers throwing 6 more on the blowout. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. Timeout taken by the Buccaneers. They're first. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. McLaughlin to tack on the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Buccaneers continue adding on to that lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Falcons ready for their next possession. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Shotgun snap, they give to Robinson. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Play action here with Howell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. What's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Let's see what they went with. 3rd down. Here he goes. 3rd and long. He's going to loft one deep to the left. It's in or no, they dropped another one. Picks dropped on back-to-back plays, Brock, but it does force a 4th down. And a good return as he gets him up across midfield and into enemy territory. The Buccaneers headed back out on offense. So we'll get another look here, Brock, at Will Howard. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember. But as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. 1st and 10. It's a give to White. And the scoring will never end. It's another touchdown. The Buccaneers are running them out of the building. It's a Rachaad White touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. That one right down the middle. And the Buccaneers tack on 7 more to their lead. Here's Evans set to kick this away. Return coming from the 6. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Buccaneers continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy. The unit that doesn't get to celebrate in the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
That one splits the uprights, and they'll continue adding to their lead. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Here's Atlanta ready to take over possession. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here.
Let's go now.
Shotgun handoff to Carter. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Carter again. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
On the double. Come on. Set. Panthers.
And the shotgun. Howell. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
On now comes their punter. Looking to return from the 29. And it ends up a good return for him, up past their own 40. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Buccaneers getting ready to celebrate a 9-0 start. Good starting field position for the Buccaneers, 1st and 10. Drive starts with a carry by White. Finds a seam, left side, he's off to the races. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Anytime you get that chunk of yards, gosh, you can just feel it in the stadium. It just changes the whole complexion of the drive. They're now set up beautifully in enemy territory to end this series with points.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down.
Check go.
Line up the design keeper. Line up to take a knee on 2nd down.
Tiger. 19 Tiger.
He's keeping it, gonna get it forward. Set it up for the kneel down on 3rd.
18 Cardinal.
So it's a win for the visiting Buccaneers. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb, going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course.